Okay, hi everybody. So in this opportunity, I would like to show the demo on the lead to cash flow as per the image here. So what I will show you is like the sales rep will enter the quotation and then select the proper item and doing the shipping estimation. Once the quotation is ready, we will be converting the quotation into the sales order, and then the warehouse team will fulfill the item based on the sales order, and then the controller will invoice the customer, and then do the cash receipt. Okay, let's go to the NetSuite itself here. So this one is like the NetSuite. I just go back to the demo, to the dashboard. So this one will be the dashboard. So as we see on the image just now, we will be start from the sales rep. So sales rep will enter the quotation first. Before we start the process, I will explain a bit on the dashboard. So this one will be our dashboard. When we log in into NetSuite, different roles will have different dashboard. This dashboard is fully customized. Let's say if we see here we can see the weekly revenue trend. Here we can see my open estimate, and then the KPI meter, my sales. Let's say if we don't want this to be appear, we just remove. Okay, and then we can start with the transaction quotes new. Okay, let's create some scenario that let's say one customer want to buy an iPad from us. So I just enter the customer. Let's say I select the Abigail Mac. So Abigail Mac would like to buy an iPad from us. So I would like to enter the quotation first. After entering the customer, we will be able to see the expected close. Let's say I change the date to by end of this month, and then the status is in negotiation. Forecast type will be the upside, so it will appear on our forecast report. For the item itself, I just enter the iPad with the quantity 1, and then the text code here will follow the item, but we can change the text code based on our requirement. I just select the non-taxable to make it 0%, and then I click add. Once I click add, the total will appear here. So on the shipping, I just need to make sure that this one will be the shipping address. Let's say for the shipping cost, I just enter 0, and then I just save. So after we save the quotation here, let's say we already have done this quotation, we will be converting this quotation into sales order. So using the same rules, we will converting this quotation to sales order. There is only a single click which we can just do with a single click to convert the quotation to sales order. I just click the sales order button here, then all the information here will move to the sales order page. Okay, this one is the sales order. We have the sales order number, customer, location, and everything. So if we scroll down below, we will be able to see the same item that we select at the quotation. And on the billing, let's say by default the payment method will follow whatever payment method we set at the item master. I just remove the payment methods because I want to invoice later based on the terms. And then the shipping information, same. I don't want to add any shipping costs. I go back into the item, and then I just save. Okay, once it's saved, then we will be done for the sales order confirmation. We will go to the next step. We will go to the next step, which is doing the fulfillment for the item. So I just copy the sales order, and then I change my roles to warehouse operation. And then in order to fulfill, there's a reminder here. we can simply click this reminder to show the whatever the order need to be fulfilled. Or we also can, if we know the sales order number, we can enter the sales order number here and then we can click. So when we open, this one will be the sales order. My next tab is still loading. Once it's done, we will be able to see whatever the information is. So all the order need to be fulfilled will appear here. So this time I will just fulfill from the sales order page. I just need to click the fulfill button here, and then when I click the fulfill button, there will be 3 status which we can select, which is pick, pack, ship. So I just simply ship, and then location I just enter select maybe the US West DC, and then I just save this item fulfillment to make the item like send out to the customer. And then after we doing the item fulfillment, our sales order status will be changed. Let me open the sales order, then I just close the second tab. Okay, once the item fulfillment is saved, if we go back again to the sales order, the status will change to pending billing. Okay, so what we need to do next is like the controller will invoice the customer. So same process, I will change my login to the US controller, and then if we log in as another user, our dashboard will change again. So we can click from the reminder here, or we can do the same approach like open the sales order and click the bill button. So from this sales order, I can click the bill button here, or I can go from the reminder itself. It's still loading. The other method is I can go to the sales and then create invoice, and then I can go to the list of the invoice as well to see all the list invoice which already created before. As it's still loading here. Okay, so this one will be all the invoice that we will create later. So the previous step is having the information for the all sales order which need to be invoiced. So as I already opened the sales order, I just click the bill from this sales order. Okay, so after I click the bill, then the sales order will be converted into invoice. Let me close the unnecessary tab first, and then we will be able to see the invoice after the sales order is converting from sales order to invoice. So when the sales order is converted to invoice, we will be able to see the due date. So the due date here will be calculated based on the date plus the terms. So we just scroll down to make sure all appear properly, and then we go to the billing, and when everything is okay, we just click save. So when we saving the invoice, it will have the AR, so it will impact the AR. Okay, once the invoice is saved here, and then we will be able to do the cash receiving. Okay, in order to do the cash receiving, we will be doing the same flow, like open the invoice and then we just click the accept payment, then it will be adding our bank. So as it's still loading, I just go back to home to see. This one will be the reminders. Actually, when we create the invoice, when the invoice is already due, it will appear here. But as our invoice is not due, so it won't be appearing on our dashboard. So using the same rule, I will be accepting payment from this invoice. I just click the accept payment button here, and it will bring us to the accept payment page. So when we doing the accept payment, we will be able to see the invoice, and then we can select the account, like which bank account we want to enter. Let's say I select this bank account, and then I just save. No need to enter and everything. This is the transaction, like because we are doing a test data and we are receiving the payment from credit card. There is like some screen which NetSuite will show as a validation. Just simply click OK, and then when it's saved, then our invoice is already like been paid. So the credit card change test put, okay, something wrong with the credit card itself. So let me open the invoice here, and then we will change the terms, like the payment method from credit card to the cash. Because sometimes when we are doing a credit card, there's a security layer on NetSuite which need to do a backend checking. So sometimes it fails because we are doing the test data and the credit card information might not valid. So I just will go to the billing, and then our payment method will be the, just give me a moment. Okay. Alright, should be okay. I just simply save. And then we will do the payment one more time. Okay, so once the invoice is saved, we click the accept payment. We will be removing the credit card from here. So if we see the payment method here, this one is Visa, right? So I just remove this one and then save. So the payment method will be empty, so it won't hit any validation. Okay, I think I need to remove the payment method, the whole information, and I need to change to cash. Okay, and then I just save. Okay, then it will save the transaction accordingly. Okay, so when the payment is already made, if we open again the invoice, then we will be able to see the status. The invoice status will be paid in full. So that's the full process that I can show you. If you have any question, then you are pleased to raise your hand. Thank you.